Good afternoon or good morning, everyone. I always mix these up. It's the weird middle time of the day. I am Claire. I am your instructor for Barre today. I will read as a quick waiver and then we'll get started. I'll give you a quick introduction to Barre. So in order to make these classes as freely accessible as possible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of class. Participation in this online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat, or if you don't have one, a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical care and advice as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. Awesome. Okay, so with that, we can go ahead and get started. You can meet me in a standing position by your mat and chair. I'll give you a quick introduction to Barre. Welcome. If you are new to Barre, Barre is a combination of yoga, Pilates, and ballet with an emphasis on ballet. It's a moderate intensity workout targeting distinct muscle groups that maybe you don't get in your typical workout, lifting weights or doing cardio. So it's a really fun, energizing workout, a great way to start off your weekend. So with that, you can go ahead and play your music. We're just going to start by doing a nice big stretch, rolling our shoulders backwards, keeping a soft bend in our knees. Throughout today's class, I want you to make sure that you're never locking your knees. You're keeping them slightly softly bent at all times to ensure that we're preventing injury. All right, we can shift forward, starting to roll our shoulders forward. If anyone's in the Williamsburg area today, it's gorgeous out, which is so nice because the weather has been not amazing this past week, which has definitely been a damper in the mood. All right, we're gonna start getting our heart rate raised a little bit, which is a nice standing march. So bringing your arms out in front of you, bringing your knees to around hip height, just tapping your knees. If there's music you're listening to, whether it be my playlist or your own, maybe getting into the beat, you can always go a little bit off of what I'm doing and get into the beat of whatever you're listening to. All right, let's get our heart rate a little bit more raised by bringing our arms above our head and bringing them down as we bring our knee up. So feeling our shoulder blades squeeze, our arms starting to activate, heart rate raising. It's 11 a.m. on the weekend, so definitely need to wake ourselves up a bit. I know I do. Just had my coffee right before this, so I'm ready to get energized with all of you. All right, we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna add in a twist. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. So we're still getting our heart rate raised, but we're also starting to feel that core fire up. Got some fun new moves today and some classics. So should be a fun workout for anyone who's new to the class or some of my seasoned professionals at this point. All right, we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring those feet to about shoulder distance apart and walk them out slightly past shoulder distance. Turn them out so your toes are facing towards the side of the room. This is setting us up in second position. You can bring your arms out to the side, shoot your knees out and go into a grand plie position. You want to make sure your knees are not going in front of your toes and your top of your body is nice and proud. So just bring your arms above your head and lower. I like to picture I'm sliding up and down a wall when I do this move. What that means is that my glutes aren't tucked in or out. I'm really just moving in a vertical plane right now. Good, we're all little ballerinas. We have 4 more, and then we're gonna add on 3, 2, 1. Next time you come up, I want you to shoot your weight to your left foot and stretch over your body, feeling that nice stretch in the long side of your body. Come down into grand plie and switch to the other side. Whew, so we're feeling that nice big stretch while also waking up our legs, our arms, firing up our whole body. You can stay at this pace, or if you're looking for an added option, just do it double time. So out, plie, out, plie. Whew. Feeling that heart rate definitely come up. I'm feeling very sore this morning. I went to one of our other amazing classes at the campus rec. I did body pump for the first time yesterday. It was intense, so I am needing this warm up to get myself ready to move. All right, we have 4, 3, and we're gonna change it up, 2, 1. This time when you come up, Twist so your hips are facing towards the side of the room. Right arm is in front of you. Come down to plie. Twist to the side. So we're just doing a little arabesque. Point out, in. You can add in your arms, being a little more musical. Swing it across. Whew. I always like to tell you guys when I'm sweating, and I am already sweating, so this will be a fun class for us today. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. This time when you come down to second position, I just want you to hold it here. We're going to start doing some pulses in today's class. For our pulses throughout all of the class, I want you to make sure that you're not bouncing. You're purposely moving up an inch and down an inch. That'll really target the muscles and get them activated. All right, so coming back down, I want you to raise your right heel off the ground. This is called Releve, and you're going to pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to your left heel and Releve, and we're pulsing down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, we're going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, 2, 1. Switch, 2, 1. Switch, 1, 1, 1, 1. Whew, good job. Straighten those legs for a minute. Maybe they're starting to burn already. Nice little teaser to what will come in the rest of class. Shoot your hips so they're, or your legs so you're facing forward. Toes facing towards the front of the room. Bring your arms to the sides of your head. Shoot them forward. We're just gonna feel that nice hamstring stretch, the back of our legs. That feels great. So maybe walk your fingers in between your toes, bend your knees slightly, and straighten them up. Good. One more time. Good. Roll up slightly, or fully, not slightly. And we're gonna walk our toes in and just open up our hips a bit more. So you're gonna bring your leg up and open it to the side. So a nice 90-degree bend here and open. This is just opening up our hips a bit. They can be tight after sitting all week, especially during this weather. It's pretty easy to not move. I know I have trouble moving, especially during terrible weather. So great to open them up. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, coming to the end of your mat, carpet, wherever you have on the ground, I want you to bring your arms above your head, shoot them down so they're right by your toes. Maybe feeling that stretch, bending your right leg, then your left leg, and then take those fingers, walking them out so you're in a plank position. For our plank position today, I want you to have a nice engaged core and a long body. You're spiraling energy throughout your body. Your legs are activated, they're working to shoot energy up throughout your body. You're not drooping your core or lifting up. You have a nice long flat back. You're drawing a straight line from your shoulders to your wrists, fingers nice and spread out. Good. Once we're comfortable here, I want you to shoot your hips back so we're in a nice downward dog position. Stretching out those calves a bit more. Walk the dog, bending one leg, then the other. Pedaling your feet. Good. We're just gonna finish up this warm up by tapping our opposite arm to opposite leg. So coming down to a plank, shooting your hips back and tapping your right hand to your left leg and coming down. We're doing 10 of these. So left arm, right leg, down. That's 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop those knees. Shoot those hips back into child's pose. That finishes up our warm up. We're going to transition now into our arm section. So if you want to grab a quick sip of water, please feel free to do so. For our arm section, we're going to be doing a little push-up combination. Then we'll be doing some standing arms without weights, and then we'll be doing some standing arms with weights. So kind of a sampling of all three kind of different types of arms that we do in bar. So starting out in a push-up position, if you have any wrist problems and you want to sit this out, completely fine. Maybe choose whatever option is right for you in today's workout. But if you want to join me, come back into that plank position. You can either have your knees on the ground or you can be up in a full push-up position. We're going to be doing 5 full push-ups, 10 downward dog push-ups, and then 5 full push-ups. So 15 altogether, just so you can kind of, or 20, I can't count, so you can get that in your mind. But we'll take a break between each set. So starting out in our normal push-up position, that plank position, you want that nice long body, engaged core. We're not drooping or curving up. We're just going to shoot our arms out to the sides, bring our chest as low to the ground as we can, and shoot back up. All right, that was 1. So choosing whatever option you want, either up on your toes or down. We're going to go down for 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. You can bring those hips down, those knees down for a second. I know push-ups aren't everyone's favorite, but we're already so close to the end. But we're going to come up, shooting our hips back into that downward dog. And we're going to be doing a very similar movement, this time in downward dog, however. So with our gaze fixed towards the ground, you're going to bend your arms, bringing your head as close to the ground as you can while keeping that flat back and straightening. So it's a little bit of a different work focusing more on your shoulders, but it's a fun little change in our push-ups. So that was 1. Down, that's 2. Down, 3. I always say these workouts remind me that I need to do my weekly chores and vacuum my carpet. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Drop those knees. Those are not a joke. They're very hard. So great work. We're almost done with our push-ups, I promise. We're just doing 5 more of those normal push-ups that we did at the beginning to finish this up. So coming back into that plank position, knees on the ground, choosing whatever option you want, maybe challenging yourself if you're feeling up to it, to come up on your knees to finish out this push-up section. But whatever is right for you in your workout this morning, but we're going down for 5. Up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Drop those knees, shoot back into child's pose. Maybe come back up. We're gonna go into our standing arm section now, but first I want you to stretch out those wrists quickly because you just put a lot of weight on them. So taking the top of your palm, your hand, and pressing it into the mat, feeling that stretch in that hand. And then switching maybe to the other side. It's an exciting weekend. It's the Super Bowl. I'm not a big sports person, have to be honest, but I do love the ads. And of course, I will also be watching the Puppy Bowl, which is always so exciting. You can meet me in standing, but it's always a fun time, especially for the food. Excited to make some great snacks with my friends. Maybe you have some snacks you're thinking of too. Always an exciting weekend. But yeah, all right, that was just something that I thought of. But we're gonna start with our standing arms with no weights, and then we'll transition into our section with weights. So bringing your feet out to that shoulder distance position, feet turned out. You're gonna bring your arms out to the side, and I want you to picture there's a ball right underneath your hand right here. And you're just gonna scoop underneath the ball and over the ball. So we're just making tiny little circles around our little ball on the sides of our body. During the, okay, it's the winter. Picturing it's snowing, you're making little like snowballs, just rounding it out. I always forget that after December, it's still winter. We're supposed to maybe get some snow. If you're not in Williamsburg, you might have gotten a lot of snow if you're up north. Or maybe you haven't, but either way, it's still winter and we can pretend. All right, we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those hands out, we're just gonna face our hands so they're facing towards the front of our room, our thumbs facing up, and we're just gonna press forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip your hands so now your thumbs are facing down and we're pressing back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch thumbs up. We're pressing again for 8, making sure that we're not locking our knees, keeping that slight bend for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch again, thumbs down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip thumbs down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop those hands for a second. That's a tough little combination. Shake them out if you need to. We're going to do some floaty ballerina arms. There's a fun way to get our arms activated while also kind of channeling some ballet. So I want your palms to be facing towards the front of the room again, and maybe picture that snowball that was tiny here is super big now, and we're going to be drawing a big circle around our body. So you're just going to press up and down, forming a full circle with our hands. If you want to get your heart rate a little bit more raised, add in a plie. So when you come down, straighten up, come down. So your hands are coming in front of your legs, palms facing forward at all times. Feeling this in our shoulders, the chest a bit. Just getting our arms nice and activated. Maybe thinking if you are going to watch a Super Bowl or Puppy Bowl, what snacks you're going to be making or how you're going to celebrate it if you like to watch it. If not though, maybe whatever you've planned for this weekend, something fun. Distract yourselves from our arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, this is the time in our arms workout where if you want, you can grab those light hand weights. So 1 to 3 pounds for each hand. I'm using my classic can of chickpeas and gummy vitamins. And we are going to be starting by spelling out the alphabet a bit. So bringing your feet to shoulder distance apart, I want you to glue your elbows to the sides of your bodies so that your weights are right in front of you, if you have them. Keeping a slight bend in those knees, we're just gonna draw out an M, more like a McDonald's M if you need to visualize it. We're gonna lift those weights up, curve them over, and scoop them down. So we're just doing some nice intentional movement here. Whether you have weights or not, how you really activate your muscles in this movement is by intentionally squeezing, doing nice, slow, intentional movement. If you're just dropping them, you're not going to get the full work. So really intentionally moving, keeping those elbows glued to your body. You know, it's that nice mind-body connection. We're doing some alphabet, learning the alphabet while also doing some bar. We have 4, and we're going to switch. 3, 2, 1, and just like SpongeBob switching M for Wumbo, we're going to bring our arms in front of us and scoop down to draw a W. That was a very shaky reference at best, but if you guys remember SpongeBob in that one scene, and if not, I'm sorry. That just sometimes sparks into my head. I can't help it. I watch movies and TV all the time, and the references, they take hold of me. Whew. Drawing that nice loopy, nice undercurve of the W. I'm feeling loopy, if you can't tell. You guys get my stream of consciousness, so I apologize if it gets weird. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, keeping those elbows at your side, we're just gonna start with a bicep curl. So our palms are now facing towards the inside of our body. We have a nice light grip on those weights, whatever we're using, not squeezing super hard. And we're just curling in and out. So really intentional movement here, feeling a nice squeeze in those biceps. We're gonna have an added option in a second if you are looking to take it, but if not, please stay here, keeping that nice squeeze in those biceps and those elbows glued. However, if you are looking for a little bit more work, walk your legs out once again into second position and add in a plie when you curl your arms out. So curl down and plie. And we're gonna have another added option, but first make sure we're in the correct second position, remembering that wall that we're sliding up and down, not sticking in or out our glutes. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, our added option, if you're looking for it, bring your arms out in front of you for a nice raised bicep curl. And we're just doing the same thing, they're just staying lifted. So you curl out and in. So still bringing them directly out in front of you. Your arms are directly in front of your shoulders. They're not dropping, they're not above. Whew, definitely can feel it a bit more with this lifted bicep curl. Hope you guys are enjoying if you are listening to the remix playlist. Kind of changing up some of those classic songs in there. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, keeping those hands lifted, you're going to bring your left hand out to the side, nice 45-degree bend, and then you're going to bring your right hand straight out to the side, holding onto that weight. And you're going to lift it directly above your head and lower. So we're not targeting that shoulder again. Ooh, feeling it. Feeling that in that lifted hand as well as the moving hand. Making sure we're not locking our knees. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering it down, bending that right hand, straightening our left hand. And we're just doing the same thing on the other side. Making sure we're not dropping that stationary hand. We're keeping it lifted as well.
Can you hear me now? Yes? Okay, great. AirPods, don't trust Apple, everyone. They betray you. So everyone can hear me now? Okay, great. Awesome. I apologize if you hear any background noise, and I will project so you can hear me, but yay, okay, thank you for letting me know. We're gonna go into our tricep position. So we're gonna be targeting our triceps in a skier position. So bringing your feet shoulder distance apart, toes facing forward. You're gonna bend your legs slightly and have it with a nice flat back, lean forward around 45 degrees with your gaze around 3 to 4 feet in front of you. You're going to draw your arms straight out from behind you. We're going to curl in and then straight out like we're skiers going down the slope. So curling in and out. Thank you guys for letting me know. This is the fun technical difficulties of Zoom, which we've all probably had very fun stories about that, whether it be in our classes. I certainly had some with my classes, my job. We're all just getting used to it. Whew. So we're just curling in, targeting that tricep, which is the back of our arm here. I always like this position because even though I did ballet, have the worst balance ever. So I cannot ski, snowboard, anything. But I like to pretend that I am in this picture. I'm going down a slope. As I curl in and out, we have 4. We're going to add on 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to keep them straight out behind us now, our weights, and we're just going to pulse up. So remembering that our pulses are intentional lifts, we're not bouncing, we're just moving up an inch and down an inch, and making sure we're keeping that positioning. So gaze 3 to 4 feet in front of you, flat back. I'm starting to feel that burn, maybe you guys are too. Whew. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add on. We're going to just curl in, straighten out, pulse up. So we're just combining the two, curl and pulse. Oh my gosh, I am feeling it. Curl. Whew. In, out. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. That finishes up our arms section. Thank you for notifying me again about the sound. If there's ever any difficulties like that, please again let me know. We're going to do a quick little stretch of our arms before we go into our legs section, which has some fun new moves. Bring your right arm across your body, grabbing in front of or behind the joint, but not on it, just to stretch out those shoulders a bit, maybe swaying from side to side. If you want, grabbing a quick sip of water while we're breaking, and then shifting to the other side. So once again, not grabbing on that joint. Good. Let's do a quick triceps stretch since we just did that. Bringing our right hand behind our back, pushing down that elbow, letting our fingers walk down our back. Good. And switching to the other side. All right, good work, everyone. So we're going to be doing a fun little combination at our bar. So grabbing whatever you are using that's around shoulder or waist height. We're going to be starting with a nice little Releve squat. So with both hands on the bar, knees facing towards your chair, toes facing in, feet about hip distance apart, you're going to come up into Releve, meaning you just lift your heels off the ground. And then you're going to walk your legs in slightly so your thighs are now touching. And we're going to shoot our knees forward and do a nice squat in Releve, so straightening. So keeping that typical squat position, meaning we have a proud chest, we're not leaning forward too much or hunching over. If we have writing on our chest, we could still read it. So just keeping that in mind, even though we're in Releve. So shooting our knees down and up and going down however comfortable you feel today. And if you do not feel like doing Releve today, if you're not feeling it for today's workout, you can always just bring your legs down and do a regular squat. It's just whatever option feels right for you. Whew. Maybe your legs are starting to shake a bit. Mine certainly are. That is good. That just means we're in a range for our muscles. That means they're working. All right, we have 4 more, and then we're going to add on 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to go down, and you guessed it, we're going to go halfway up and all the way down. So we're working in that mid-range now. Maybe our legs are starting to shake a bit more. Mine certainly are. Really burning out those muscles. If you ever need a break, dropping those knees, shaking them out for a second, and then hopping back in. All the way down, halfway up. We're going to be doing this for 4 more, and then we're going to add our pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down. We're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten up. We're doing 4 full just to really round out this work. Going down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. You can drop those legs down for a second, but if not, we're going to add on a little bit to that Releve position. So staying in Releve, I want you to lift your right leg with a nice 45-degree bend. Of course, during all of this, you have the option to just not be on Releve, on your feet. But you're going to have that nice 45-degree, 90-degree bend in that leg, and you're going to bring your knee in towards your elbow, and then kick it out behind you. And if you want, coming up into that Releve, you're just doing the same thing. Making sure those hips stay square, you're not opening them up. Meaning if there's 2 spotlights on those hips, they'd be facing towards your bar/chair. Feeling that in our glute and our stationary leg. Whew. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, staying up, we're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, lower that leg. We're gonna be doing a little Arabesque combination now. Putting your right leg behind you, keeping those hips square. You're just going to lift it into Arabesque, making sure the hips stay square, not opening. Bring it into Passe, meaning that toe, I can't speak, is touching your knee right here behind your leg, like so. And then you're just gonna straighten it out and lower. Lift Arabesque, bring into PK, go out and lower. So working our upper glute, also our inner thighs as we come through. Just getting used to this Arabesque. As always, it's not the height that matters here. We're not ballerinas. We don't need our leg to be all the way up in the sky. It's just getting used to the movement. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to be adding on now. We're going to lift our leg into Passe, or Arabesque, bring it in towards our knee, then slide out into a low lunge. So you're bringing your right leg, right toe deep behind you, making sure that knee in front is not going in front of those toes. And then you're going to just slide back up and lift it to Arabesque and bring that foot in. So we point out, Arabesque, down, slide, lift, and in. Good. Out, Arabesque, down, slide down, in, out, Arabesque, down, in, or not in, it's a tricky combination, and then in, out, Arabesque, down. So we're really working those inner thighs, our glutes here. It's a great leg workout. We have 4 more. 3, 2, feeling that in that inside glute. Oh, I'm feeling it. Last one. Good. Great job, everyone. I apologize if I messed up that combination a couple of times. It's that mind-body connection. You got to be extra focused, but you guys are doing great. We're just going to repeat that all on the other side. So I'm going to switch my bar just so I can keep facing you guys, but you don't have to. We're just going to be doing our opposite legs. What that means, plie set, Arabesque set, or donkey kicks, then Arabesque. So 2 arms on the bar, toes facing in. Once again, you have the option to either be in Releve or down on your toes. It's whatever you're feeling for today. We're doing the full set again. So bring your legs up. We're going to shoot our knees down and straighten. Good. If your legs are feeling a bit more fatigued, mine certainly are. We're doing this full range for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go all the way down now and halfway up. So we're really burning up those legs. Oh my gosh. Feeling that shaking. My legs are shaking like a leaf. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying down, pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full straighten and lower down into plie. Straighten and down. I apologize for any noise. Usually when I wear the headphones, just so we can not hear all my house shakes, but it's okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, we're adding on again. So you can stay in Releve or stay down. We're gonna have a nice 90-degree bend, this time on our left leg with a flexed foot. And we're gonna draw that knee in towards our elbow and then kick up towards the sky. or ceiling. Sometimes I like to picture there's a bug on the ceiling and you're squashing it, which is too accurate in Williamsburg. There's bugs everywhere. In the dorms, there's always cockroaches or ants. It's crazy. You get very used to RAID. It's one of the necessities any freshman needs here. Whew. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulsing up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to be doing that Arabesque combination now. So pointing that leg out, coming in, coming up into PK, so that toe behind that knee, pointing out into Arabesque, keeping those hips square, bring in. Just pointing out, and then bringing in. So we're tilting forward slightly, we're keeping a nice proud chest, and then out. Once again, you're going to use that Arabesque. Maybe getting lost in whatever music you're listening to today. We have 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. We're now going to be doing that combination. So we bring our toe right behind our ankle here, or heel right here. Hips still square. You're going to point it out. You're going to releve, point it down, and then slide down to that low lunge, making sure our knee still isn't going in front of that toe, and then slide up. So this is our opposite leg that we're doing. So for me, that's my left leg in Arabesque now. Shooting out, sliding up, and in. Wait out, lift, down, slide, slide up, and in. So we're really using that standing leg, the inside leg, to lift us up, 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 and in. Out, lift. Nice full body integrated workout. Really get that those muscles nice and activated, ready to go for our weekend. If you enjoy the nice weather. We have 4 more. 4, 3. This is 2. Last 1. Good. Good job, everyone. Those were some complicated, tricky movements, but you guys did great. So great work. Let's stretch out our legs really quickly, and then we'll go down to the mat. Cross your right leg over your left, so you can go into a nice seated chair position. Just stretch out that glute. Using that bar for balance if you need it. Also grabbing a quick sip of water, unnecessary. Good. And switching to your left leg. Do that next stretch. With both hands on the bar, point out that left foot, keeping that left heel as close to the ground or on the ground as you can to stretch out that calf. And walking it in and doing it on the other side. Whew, that feels great. Alrighty, so that finishes our leg work. We're going to transition into our core now and our stretching as well. So go down to your mat wherever, or mat, carpet, just a soft area. We're going to be focusing on our back and trunk, then our full core in some planks, and then focusing on our abdominals. So starting out, laying down on that mat on your stomach. I'm just making sure you guys can still see me. Yes, I want you to bring your arms out in front of you. We're going to be doing a swimmer or Superman. We're going to keep our gaze fixed to the mat, and we're just going to lift off the mat, hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Lift, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Lower. This is a great way to work our entire core, not just our abdominals. 2, 1, lower. Raise for 3, 2, 1, lower. We have one more little portion in this section. Next time we lift, we're just going to be doing 10 seconds of swimmers. So you're just going to kick your arms and feet like so for 10 seconds. Now we have that in mind. We lift and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Feeling that in our trunk here. We're going to transition into a little plank combination. We're going to hold in our plank, do 10 plank jacks, and then do 20 hip dips on our side planks on each side. So a great way to target those obliques and our core and get it all fired up. So your options for the plank. You can stay on your knees like so. When we do the plank jacks, just step your leg out and in, or you can do some shoulder taps. If you are looking for an added option, you can come up on your toes in a full plank, either on your forearms like this, or up on your hands. And you're just going to either step your legs out like so, or jump them out for a plank jack. It's whatever option you want. But either way, we're gonna get started and do 10 of these. So coming up, choosing your option, we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shifting to your side plank, you have options once again. You can either be on your forearm or up on your hand. And you can either keep your inside knee on the ground or keep it lifted. We're going to be doing 20 dips to target that inside oblique. So choosing whatever option you want. I'm going to put my knee on the ground, pointing the upper arm up towards the sky. We're going to dip for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. Those are tough, so great work. We're going to repeat that all just on the other side. We're going to be doing the 10 plank jacks once again, and then the 20 dips just on our other side. I'm going to switch so I can still face you all and see you. But once again, picking whatever option you chose. Maybe last time if you did your plank jacks on the ground, but you're feeling like an added option, you can come up into standing for a full plank. Either way, we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Coming onto your side, picking whatever option you want, either knee on the ground or lifted, but I do recommend doing the same one that you did on the other side, just so it's an even workout on both obliques. But either way, shooting that upper arm up towards the sky, we're dipping for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop those hips. We're almost done with our work in today's class. We just have a quick little core burner, and then we will be into our stretching. So coming onto your back, I want you to bring your arms above your head like so. We're going to be doing a kind of Russian twist. Lifting your shoulders off the mat, you're just going to bring your hands and tap them towards the side of your body and lift back up. So tap, lift. You can either bring your shoulders down when you come up, like so, or you can keep them lifted at all times. Just feeling that little twist and burn from keeping your shoulders lifted. Making sure that your gaze is still fixed in front of you. If your neck is at any point feeling uncomfortable, taking one of those hands and using it to cradle your neck. You can save this pace, or if you're looking for some added burn, join me in double time. So down, up, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. That was some great abdominal work. We're going to finish off by targeting our lower abs now. So tilting that pelvis in, making sure that the bottom of your back, your lower back, is planted firmly into the ground. You can plant those arms onto your mat or carpet and point your legs out in front of you. You have two options here. You can either have your legs bent in tabletop, lower your legs down like so, or tap your toes. Or if you're looking for an added challenge, straighten those legs, lower them down, and lift them up. Either way, making sure that lower back is pushed firmly into your mat or carpet. We're doing 10. So picking whatever option you want, and then we're gonna finish with some butterfly kicks. So whichever option will get you through the rest of this workout. You guys did great. Let's finish it off strongly. Lowering down for 10. Straighten. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then picking whatever option you want. You can keep your legs here, tilt them down however far you want. The lower down you go, the more work it's going to be. So picking whatever height will be best for you. We're going to be doing 20 seconds of butterfly kicks. So picking whatever option you want, lowering down as far as you want. We got 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. Bring your legs in, hug them to your body. If you're listening to the playlist and want some cool down music, the last song on it is my cool down track, or just keep listening. But either way, let's get reacquainted with our breath. While hugging in, breathe in through your nose and exhale out. Good. One more in. Straighten out your legs and flip onto your stomach. We're going to stretch out our legs and our upper body a bit. So planting your hands by your shoulders, gaze towards the ground. Push your upper body up to feel that nice stretch of that core. Looking up towards the ceiling. Good. Then shifting your weight back slightly. Bring your right leg forward into a nice glute stretch. So you're going to bend it like so in front of you and bring your hips square as low to the ground as you can. So we're stretching out that right glute right now. And if you feel comfortable, walk your hands down towards your mat and bring your head down as far down as you can. This is whatever feels comfortable for you. Just whatever stretch makes you feel really good after putting in so much great work into our workout today. Starting off our weekend right. Good. Planting those hands onto the ground. We're going to plant that right leg into the ground, into a nice low runner's lunge. Lifting that right hand towards the ceiling. Feeling that nice twisting stretch. Good. Lowering it back down, dropping that left knee onto the ground to shift your weight back to stretch that hamstring, flexing that foot, leaning down. Good. Shifting your weight forward again. You can shoot that right leg out, bring that left leg in to stretch that left glute now. So once again, squaring your hips and walking your hands down as far down as you can go. You feel breathing into that nice deep stretch. Good. Planting your hands back on the ground, planting that left leg into the ground, that foot into a nice low lunge, and lifting that arm up towards the ceiling. Feeling that nice stretch. Good. Lowering that left hand back down, planting your right knee on the ground and shifting your hips back to stretch that hamstring again with that flexed foot. This stretch always feels so good. Good. Plant your feet next to each other at the end of your mat and let your arms drape over your body if you can, touching your toes, feeling that nice stretch. And then make a little cradle with your hands, crossing them together to just deepen that stretch. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then we can drop those arms and we're just going to slowly roll up, stacking each vertebra of your spine on top of each vertebra like a conveyor belt. and then your shoulders, and finally your head. We're just gonna finish up by stretching out our neck and then our full body. Get those arms, cradle the back of your head so you're looking down towards the mat. Just doing that nice stretch in the back of your neck. Take that hand, slightly tug on your neck, not too hard, and then switch to the other side. Good. And we're gonna finish off today's class, like we always do, with 3 big stretches, thinking of our intentions that we met and exceeded during today's class, and our intentions and goals for the weekend. So bringing your hands above your body, that nice big stretch, stretching to the right. Maybe taking this stretch to thank yourself for all of the hard work you did during this class, during this week, during this year. Good. Then stretching to the left, maybe taking this stretch to think about all the fun things you have planned this week, what you're going to do to take care of yourself during these crazy times. And then finally, clearing your mind with this middle stretch with a deep breath in. Exhale, lower those hands and bring your hands to heart center. Great job, everyone. I apologize for any technical difficulties. I'm going to stop the recording now.